my childhood, back to what I used to do that I loved, and what happened to me that led me in the direction of branding. So when I was 8 years old, I was told by my teacher that I couldn't quite get to grips with spelling, that I really struggled with reading and learning about how to spell and how to read and write in the same way that the other children did. And he said to me, I think you've got word blindness. And word blindness back then is, of course, now known as dyslexia. So he knew, it sounded like a pretty mean thing to say to a child, but he basically knew me very well. He knew that if there was something he said I couldn't do, I'd be really, really, really excited about proving him wrong. I'd go out there and I would make sure that it was the exact opposite of what he told me I couldn't do. So I threw myself into reading and writing. I learned how to spell in my own way. With dyslexia, and if there's listeners who have dyslexia, it's all about how the brain sees the words. So I taught myself basically my own way of spelling, and that became what was my disability, became my greatest asset. And I ended up being a very creative person. I used to love drawing, and as I said, when looking back at my childhood, it was all about creativity. So I ended up studying and getting qualifications in graphic design and marketing management. I worked for amazing advertising agencies, and I love branding, and I love understanding how the brain sees brands, and it's become the thing that I love doing now with personal branding, is how does the brain see you, and how do people choose to work with you compared to somebody else. And it's all about branding.
Fantastic. It's really wonderful, that, just now you mentioned that you were struggling with, reading, things yourself, but today you are one personality who's making, the corporate world reach to the consumer, and you are making people read about their things. Isn't it like something, which was not there in your life, but today you have specialization that you can make world read about, the things.
Yeah, absolutely. And the interesting thing is, it's funny actually, I'm due to come to Singapore this year. I'm running a 2-day workshop around brand personality and how to package your brand personality. So I'm looking forward to coming to Singapore, Harry. I might have to catch up with you while I'm there. But yes, the corporate world is really interesting, and especially the entrepreneurial world when it comes to figuring that out. And it's odd, a lot of people, what strikes me, and I guess it's the reason why I do what I do, is that people get into business, or they get into a role, or they get into a career, and they don't really get taught how the human brain wants to communicate. They certainly don't get taught consumer behaviour. And it was one of my favourite topics when I did my qualifications with advanced marketing management and brand management. I always wanted to know what's going on in the mind